Okay, so my name is Hisashi Muroi, coming from Japan, and I'm working at Yokohama National University, and my specialty, the philosophy, yeah. And for this symposium, so I prepared a presentation about, to demonstrate some gadget as an example. And this is one of the examples called Mugen Puchi Puchi and Infinite Puchi Puchi or Endless Puchi Puchi. And it's just a mimicry of the air sheet for the packaging. And some people loves to crush up the air balls, small air balls, endlessly. And this gadget is a simulation of such an air sheet, and it sounds like this. Yeah. So Japanese toy makers made about 2 years ago, and it made a big boom. But soon people forget this gadget, because maybe this is just a simulation, and just maybe it functions just small jokes, and not it is so pleasant or joyful to play with this gadget. And such a cases also exist in computer technology or some kind of media as the same problem, because at first such a new invention or new gadget was born, so people is much interested in such kind of gadget, and maybe it will be some fun, but soon people will forget about that kind of gadget or systems, because the originally, so it is very, very pleasant for our body itself to push by the thumb, and if you start to crush up these real air sheets, so we cannot stop that. But such kind of a poor gadget, we cannot satisfy with these feelings. Is just mimicry. And such kind of cases exist in so-called virtual realities, or some how do you say, some games or computer simulations. And it is just a poor reduction of the body's pleasure. And we cannot continue to enjoy with such an artificial poor reduction of the body pleasure. So it would be very, very important to investigate the sense and hidden pleasure inside our body. Would be more important to make a new gadget or such kind of poor simulation. Yeah? So that is one point of my presentation. And give me a question.
The second point, of course, was yesterday's presentations of Marina Gajinic.
Yes.
You made a comment at the end, saying something about the dream and the reality where it's probably not matching. Could you maybe emphasize that a little bit?
That was a little bit complicated argument, and so yesterday's Marina's presentation, she said, to be conscious about the political situation and be critical to the global financial system, globalization economical systems, and it will be some social role of artists or critics. But at that times I said to her, so such kind of globalism or global economical condition is itself is the caused as an effect of language or effect of culture, and culture was artifacts, and somehow, and so culture is a kind of fantasy or fiction. Or construction would be a better word. So culture and the financial globalization system is also a construction made by the language, or made by our artificial science systems. And in a sense, it would be called as a fantasy or fiction. And at that time, so Marina got a little bit angry because she mentioned about the condition, political condition of the Eastern Europe once, recent disasters in the East European area, and she said, so it is impossible to grasp such kind of globalism as just a fantasy or such kind of thing. So, but maybe she a little bit misunderstood of my opinion. I mean, because we somehow, because how to say, it's quite difficult question to answer in a short time. So, but I gave to the Matthias, the panelist. You want? Because I think I gave to the Georg and Matthias and beside me. Yeah.
But isn't the only possibility then to interfere, well, interfere is wrong, but to make an intervention into culture, would it be through language instead of trying it on an aesthetic or even playful way? But I reckon you say the critical aspect is not lost if you make it in proper gadgets, right?
In a gadget?
No, if you follow up on the dream of like culture as being formed by the language.
I mean, so everything was born, derived from our bodies, and of course, Sigmund Freud suggests so we have the same, desires inside, and the science system and the language system enlarge such desire monstrously, yeah, and if once such a human desire enlarged and big and at the end, so the desire itself to become an enemy of our lives, and we are suppressed by the desire itself at that time. So it is quite important to have an attitude, how do you say it, taking it easy. Because taking it easy, the problem is just deriving from yourself, and it is just the effect of the language or effect of culture. And culture and the language is just an artifact and which we make by myself.
And the root is the body, not the other way around.
So origin is inside our body, but if once it become increasing a very, very big things, so it would be changed to the some powerful or dominancy systems and such kind of things. I mean, a globalization or a financial economical system is also at the beginning. So from the beginning, so such kind of effect of enlargement of our desire. So it will be important to take it easy or easier, because it is just an illusion, just a fantasy we make. Yeah, that kind of thing. So I want to say yesterday.